person turquoise waving, face turquoise drinking coffee.
Hypus was among the first of the Elder Gods born at the dawn of our world. And unfortunately for him, he was also the first among them to die.
How does an Elder God die?
It was consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother, Set.
Lovely.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I cannot possibly match your strength. Let us see if they have an answer for this. The advantage is mine. that was something.
By consuming Hypus, Set absorbed his brother's power, but also triggered the downfall of the Elder Gods, as they turned on one another and became demons.
No mercy for the servant of Willigo. You were too weak for this fight. Some for the rest of us. I am impressed.
Light. Hand purple blue piece.
Your mother abandons you.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods corrupted, a tomb was born and sent to destroy them. When he was done, he released their energy back to the stars.
Watch your above while I fight for the amusement.
Who am I to speculate on their intentions? So far, I'd say things have worked out to your benefit.
Welcome assistance. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I'm impressed. Now that was something.
After this, you should be all the more prepared for whatever Lilith has planned in the coming days.
Cannot possibly match your strength. Leave some for the rest of us. The light will heal you.
I'm sure Hippus will be pleased. You've proven yourself more than capable.
This looks like it belongs here.
hears me, but has no answers. He is in agreement. Blessings of Hippus. Hippus brings renewal. Hippus will provide. All will be restored. He is in agreement. All will be restored. Hippus will provide. Hippus does not seem to agree. The god's latest gift seems to be quite powerful. I've already removed a great deal of corruption afflicting the grounds nearby.
I've noticed. I take it that means the latest trial wasn't much of an obstacle for our legendary hunter and their faithful companion.
We were ready for what awaited us.
The power of renewal is indeed a remarkable thing, especially when facing such an insidious problem.
But how did this corruption come to spread across the grounds in the first place?
I mentioned before that Wanda had visions after absorbing the power of the Moon Seal at my altar. But it's obvious now I didn't truly understand the depths of what she was experiencing.
What do you think really happened here?
I've told you that Wanda wasn't a descendant of the Blood. In truth, her magic was born in chaos, from the touch of the Dark God Chthon himself. I fear this connection between them was even stronger than I imagined.
You cannot blame yourself. It does not all fall on you.
I suppose if I was as skeptical as Sarah, maybe I would have delved a bit deeper into Wanda's past. I wanted to think the best of her, so I did. And now, here we are.
It is done now in any case. We can only move forward from here.
Renewing the grounds is already an important step forward for us.
Wanda's visions, were they part of her ties to Chthon? Do you know what it is she saw?
She described them like a dream. Broken, distorted images that she could only remember in passing. But you're right, Hunter. I believe now it was Chthon who came to her, his influence strengthened by the power of the seal she absorbed.
And the corruption on the grounds, this was his influence?
It seems almost too clear now. The corruption on the grounds returned just as Wanda's explorations reached their peak.
Was there nothing in her journal about this?
Maybe we've gotten ahead of her. I should return to the library and continue the translations. Come by tomorrow and I'll let you know if I've found anything new.
water here should be safe now. Blessings of Hippus. What is this? It looks like a fragment of a moon seal. Hippus brings renewal. All will be restored. He is in agreement. Another moon seal fragment. What is this doing here? Hippus brings renewal. Blessings of the goddess. What is this? It looks like a fragment of a moon seal. Autumn, show me the way. What have you been doing, Ebony? Mother.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
Is that even possible?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her?
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I have found 3 moon seal pieces that fit together.
Of course you have. We will need one more thing before I can fuse them back together. There is a particular flower that grows in front of my old cottage. Find it while I prepare the ritual. I'll be in the library.
Perhaps I asked too much of him. The son of Gaia approves. Autumn be praised. This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal. I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I'm glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course.
Outer blood sacrifice is what they have. Seems my offering was accepted.
I do admire the desert's creatures. They adapt and survive.
You kept civilians out of carnage. Nice work.
I have been watching you.
Like in a secret admirer or creepy kind of way?
You are very confident for someone who lacks self-worth.
At least buy me dinner before you peg me like that. Why are you calling me out?
Because you should know.
I'm the one breaking the fourth wall around here. Don't you think I already knew?
Breaking the what?
Not important. Normally, I appreciate being burned, but this one? It's too close to home. You ever heard the phrase, fake it until you make it? Wait a sec, of course you haven't. Basically, you pretend long enough, and then it sticks. It's the best way to trick other people into thinking you have your crap together. You don't do that?
Certainly. I think it is a very human thing to do.
Don't forget about the aliens.
Thank you for your insight.
Anytime. I love talking. All I'm saying is that we all have no clue what's going on, and I'm confident about that. Oh, we're definitely doing that again. You know me. I'm always game for distractions. Nothing like a little adult juice. Pinky out.
Here, child. We do not have much time. We shall be reunited soon. I cannot help but feel excitement.
We are standing in front of each other right now.
Not here, but in the physical realm. You don't need to be coy. I know you are coming.
To where exactly?
The Sanctum Sanctorum. The prophecy advances. As much as it will please me to see you, I beg you not to stand in my way. I cannot guarantee your safety this time.
I am to believe you have been protecting me this entire time?
I've allowed so many of my precious children to be sacrificed in your misguided war. I do it because I love you above all my children. But I can't be afforded such luxuries any longer. I have said all I can. It is out of my hands now.
Actually, it seems to be all in your hands.
I wish that were so. But you know the truth. He is closer than ever before.
Who is?
I would not dare say his name in this place. Still, he will bring us together after so long. Is it selfish of me to say that it's our reunion that matters most?
We will see each other soon, Mother. The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood.
Something has changed with you, Hunter. I can sense it.
That looks good.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Hello, my sweet girl. Agatha.
It's all right, child. You have been through so much. Your mother is calling you back to her. Trying to break anything that stands between you.
I am frightened of what will happen if this collar breaks.
That's because it's unknown. Even with all my knowledge from beyond the grave, I cannot tell you what will happen. But I have faith in your ability to overcome whatever obstacle Lilith throws at you. You have been effective at tapping into your ancestral powers of light, just as artfully as you've been leaning on your mother's darker gifts. I'm impressed how you've been able to juggle both light and dark magic, but the real question is, are you content with how your powers are developing?
I have to say, I quite enjoy integrating all aspects of magic.
Then I am content. Just remember, whoever you choose to be, I accept you.
Do people use ketchup as fake blood? Am I the only one who can see the difference?
Hunter, may I ask for your assistance? I appreciate your honesty.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
What is this strange growth on the grounds?
While it may seem like some sort of invasive species, the substance we've been calling corruption is actually a physical manifestation of Chthon's dark influence.
How can it continue to spread in his absence?
The ever-resilient Darkhold keeps his ambitions alive, tempting the lost and desperate towards the darkness. With each new follower, his power here is rekindled.
See you soon.
There are some more wards I could place on it if I can just get time.
I think it's as ready as it's ever gonna be.
Really?
Hunter, what you've got there is the latest in custom alloy, handcrafted, magically protected personal protective gear.
Yes, thanks to the symbiote sample young Mr. Parker recovered, we were able to isolate the alien energy signature that appeared to be causing you so much trouble. With this armor, you should now be able to get close enough to Venom to take him down.
This time without, you know, exploding.
It feels good. Now, just get me back to New York and I will handle the rest.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Hey, Hunter. Sure thing. Let's get started. How's that for quality workmanship?
That caught my eye as well.
What do you think about Hunter's armor? Looks slick, huh?
Very slick. Venom won't know what hit him.
Stark and Strange do good work.
When they aren't bickering, that is.
Oh, they bickered. A lot.
I think you look good now.
What's that?
Nothing.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Hunter's expertise extends beyond the supernatural and metaphysical.
Rest easy, Spider-Man. I have dealt with the unknowable before.
Yes, but have you ever worn clothes with their own appetite? I know symbiotic alien goop can seem like a cool idea, but take it from me. Not worth it one bit. The symbiote gets in your brain and makes you do things you'd never ordinarily do.
Robbie told me the symbiote influenced you to make some questionable fashion choices. Pompadours aside, I do not see an evil Peter Parker standing before me.
Oh man, I never should have confided that secret to Robbie. I will never live that haircut down. Seriously, Hunter, realizing I was wearing a living extraterrestrial skin was almost as traumatic as the time Aunt May and I got bed bugs from a library book. Some nights I wake up thinking my shadow is the symbiote slithering up my wall.
Still, you bested it, because you, Peter Parker, are righteous at heart. And we have that in common.
Well, look at you appealing to our shared sense of goodness. I guess there's no other way, huh?
Only this suit can penetrate the symbiote barrier around the sanctum.
Yeah, I hear that too. What sits worse with me? The Sanctum Sanctorum is wearing a symbiote. Alien-possessed architecture gives me the extra creeps.
To stand against the forces seeking to fulfill the prophecy, we must conquer what terrors hold us from our duty. Fear holds us back. Fear makes us small.
You can't fault a scientist for voicing an abundance of caution.
I cannot. And your warning is heard, Spider-Man. I shall be alert and ready should the suit try and tempt me.
Hey, that's all I needed to hear. Hunter, I hate to say something as cliché as, you got this. So I'll say something cheesier. I believe in you. Just be careful wearing that extraterrestrial tracksuit, Hunter. Last thing we want is for you to turn against us.
Thank you for your concern, Spider-Man.
Thanks for hearing me out, Hunter.
Perhaps, Aunt, the Spider-Man is correct.
This is not the first time we've used the weapons of the enemy to fight our enemy, and it will not be the last. But it is your decision, Hunter. You are the one wearing it.
I have endured corrupting forces in the past. Whatever this symbiote's nature truly is, I shall not let its thoughts become mine.
I expect nothing less from you, Hunter. I suppose I do have a single misgiving, Hunter. If the symbiote has any unusual reactions to your collar, well, keep an eye on it, and be sure to let me know as soon as possible.
I feel like it goes without saying. If anything compromises the integrity of the collar, it is important, correct?
That is correct. Your collar and your life are intrinsically linked. We would need to mitigate any damage to save your life. Hunter, you must take extreme caution in all actions. The threads binding our reality together are inextricably bound in surprising ways. Sometimes they are stitches, other times knots or tangles. Reckless action and needless risk are the threats we must be most aware of. Now, put on your alien suit and go free the Sanctum Sanctorum of Lilith's corruption. I do not believe Spider-Man's fears to be founded, but nothing is certain. However, if he is right, I fully expect Spider-Man to be annoying about it. So don't let that happen. Remember, Kala reacts oddly to the symbiote. Alert me immediately.
Looking good. The new outfit looks spectacular. Just really badass.
Oh, thank you.
It's amazing what a little teamwork can produce.
Teamwork? Oh, you mean Stark and Strange.
They finally got along enough to make this. I just hope it's enough to stop Venom.
I do not know if it will be enough. And neither do Stark and Strange. The armor may be Faithbreaker, but I have faith it will work.
Oh, a little wordplay. You should use that line on Tony. It would probably bring a tear to his eye.
I could discuss this armor all day, but...
Oh, I know. You've got a date with a symbiote. Don't let me stand in the way. Good luck out there.
The new armor suits you. It looks pretty spectacular.
Jealous?
Incredibly.
If you like it, I can see about having Strange and Stark make one for you as well.
Those two? They barely kept it together long enough to make this for you. I'm not gonna push my luck. Besides, I got my own style.
I can tell you train with master hunters.
Many thanks.
Heard about the new armor, Hunter. Can't wait to see you in action.
I do not think you are even close to your limits.
I think you are pretty special, too.
When Venom sees your armor, he will know fear. Time to take it to the next level. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. See you around. Caretaker could...
I guess I could show you a couple of things. Good stuff. Better than a modeling simulation.
All right, then.
Still no sign of venom. The Parker boy really came through.
Even with his disappearance, his pet symbiote has unfortunately not given up its taste for my sanctum.
Neither has Hydra. They've upped the guard again, which I didn't even think was possible.
This symbiote creature has had a stranglehold on us long enough. It is time to strike.
Are you sure that thing is safe?
Well, we didn't exactly have a manual, but the science and spooky bits are sound.
You should be well protected.
It's a big risk.
So is leaving Lilith in command of the Sanctum.
You're both right.
But I bet you have another option. Sorry, didn't mean to spoil your moment.
A frontal assault has too many variables, but there's always the hole.
The back door. Of course. I know the risks, but at some point we have to start believing in each other. In ourselves. Your design will hold.
We would never let you step into battle unprepared.
Besides, what was the first rule of demon hunting you taught me? If at first you don't succeed, stab again.
Aw, you think Reed and Sue have such heartwarming moments with Johnny and Ben?
We're gonna get the Sanctum back for Strange.
I like your optimism.
Thanks. I have a good feeling about this.
I have a good feeling about you.
What was that?
Nothing. Boo Hydra.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight Moons? I'm not a fan of the sun.
The shielding powers of the Vishanti on the Faithbreaker armor will make the Hunter nigh indestructible.
Oh, my design handled that nicely.
It's the combination that's the key to defeat Venom and recapture my sanctum.
I wish we had more time to test Strange and Stark's monstrosity of a creation. But with Venom out of the picture, even temporarily, we need to strike now while we still have the chance.
I agree. Now is the time to strike.
And don't worry about the suit, Hunter. We've got your back. That is some messed up wallpaper.
Must have got hungry without Venom around.
Evil consumes everything. Even itself.
Ready for round 2?
Always.
Ding ding.
What is that?
Old magical graffiti? You tell me.
Not the wards. That.
Caretaker, tell Strange we found a way back into his sanctum.
Finally.
Oh, and one more thing. We
We are not alone.
We will not fail.
You've proven that the Faithbreaker can smash through that symbiote. Now you'll just have to do it a few more times. Oh, and try not to bring the roof down on your heads in the process.
I think I can hear Strange grimacing through the radio. Playtime.
I am impressed.
Exactly what I needed. Here it comes.
Nice move. Let's do it! You'd think after 80 years of failure, Hydra would throw in the towel already.
from the clan. But it just can't win. Welcome to Good Vision. Support units on the move.
Hydra sure does get around. Are we sure they don't have a limbo portal too?
Despite all the advances of the future, at the end of the day, it still comes down to me punching something.
Some things never get old, kiddo.
It's over for you.
I think they can arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
Your fate is sealed. Hail that! Welcome assistance. This shall be of great help.
run.
Serve her with honor.
It's almost a shame Stark and the Doctor aren't here to see their little project in action. The Faithbreaker will finally purge Venom's foul corruption from the Sanctum and the city.
No mercy for the servants of Willigo. Weak, even for Hydra.
Targeting systems active.
One more
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Let me give you a hand. They still haven't changed their minds. Ready up.
We've got the best tech in the world on our side.
Lost my focus here.
Confirmed enemy target. Scanners picking up reinforcements.
It's too bad those gloves won't work for anyone else. Captain Marvel, not those tendrils as Carr.
Oh, such a sweet talker.
Indeed. For now, leave the Faithbreaker to me.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Reinforcements on approach.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Movement here.
Cannot seem to focus.
Hydra will just keep throwing warm bodies in there until you're exhausted. Try and focus on the symbiote, not the soldiers.
Take this!
That's one hell of a move. seen that before. I'm not on the receiving end.
You were too weak for this fight.
Additional Hydra forces en route. Get ready.
Crossbones will just keep throwing Hydra bodies in there until you're exhausted.
It's broken through.
Gonna sound like one of Blade's action movies right now, but go!
Get to the sanctum!
Mother?
You kept me waiting, child.
I am here now.
Yes. Alone. Always so alone.
Did I miss the party?
You are just in time.
I told you the door works now.
Sorry! First apocalypse excitement, I guess.
The little sorcerer returns home.
Can't say I like what you've done with the place, Demon Mother, or my friend. No matter. Already, the power of the Sanctum returns to me. Your days of plundering its secrets end today!
But that was never the plan. Now.
Yes, Mother.
Not while there's still a chance to seal that breach and save the Sanctum!
Hydra is in control of the situation. No one will touch you. We stand with the Mother.
Banner's infernal device has torn through the wards themselves. If we must interrupt her mystic's ritual and seal that breach. Gods.
We cannot return.
You've been deceived by Lilith, and it may very well cost you your life. They deserve no mercy. their mystics fall before us.
You have earned this! Was that truly your vest?
A moment of preparation. A gift from the ancient traditions.
Tracking mode!
Something from the depths.
Forever in service.
I am a rule. Mother, protect us.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Do not show the servants of Lilith any mercy. My blade certainly will not.
Nice. Little less friendly than my neighborhood, but gets the point across.
Carol would be so proud of you right now.
To run now.
It's almost almost graceful the way you swing through the air like that.
Might sting a little.
I saw an acrobat once as a child, but he was not nearly on your level.
Where were you that she cannot find you?
Coming at you!
No pain will shake our loyalty.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
Prepare yourself. The light shines on the most dutiful.
I'm going for it!
Mother protects us!
You guys are really gonna get hurt if you're not careful.
The battlefield is ours.
It's doing so hot here.
Time for the real. They've been waiting.
The rift opens.
We may need to shift our tactics.
Watch and learn, my friends. Let's
Your time has come.
I feel more like myself every day.
watch closely.
Not be discouraged.
Save some for the rest of us.
Nothing we can't handle so far. Finally, it's my turn. I died to die. You're in trouble now.
The children will join us soon.
Respond. Anyone. Damn this interference. Not getting through.
The mystical barrier that separates the realms is collapsing. Some technical difficulties are to be expected. I don't know if you can still hear me, Sarah, but if something should happen, please tell Tony not to touch my stuff.
This shall be of great help. Light is on our side.
Follow my movement.
Now that was something. All who serve Lilith will fall.
I've never seen anything like that.
You had your chance to escape.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
Come closer, little one. Following you.
Well done, my friends.
Doc, come on! We have to go!
Leave if you must! I can hold it!
Like hell you can!
I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing not good, right?
No. No, it is not.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really, really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the Sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the Sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now she's hiding behind our boy Bruce, and if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it? I failed not just my teammates, but the world.
That's right. You did fail. All of you.
Oh hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it.
I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning. I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon now.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Now's not the time to be AWOL, Hunter. We need you in the war room.
Lilith and her minions did a number on New York.
Yes. And New York is just a taste of what is to come if we do not stop her.
I haven't seen the city in such a state since Blade and I tore through Times Square. That was even worse.
What happened between you and Blade?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
I want details.
It was our first encounter. Blade wondered if I was an alien, because I was unlike any other vampire he'd fought.
You are unlike any other vampire.
True. Anyway, he tried to stab me with a wooden stake. I threw him off the roof of a building. The battle only ended after I drained him of a few pints of blood.
Wait, you mean you bit Blade?
Oh yes. In fact, I believe my bite granted Blade his vampiric strength.
Blade says he was born a Dhampir.
Well, that's his side of the story. But I know the man I once fought only grew stronger after that encounter.
I am unsure who to believe. I may ask Blade about this.
No need. I just told you everything you need to know. He's a bit sensitive about the topic.
Blade was too hard on you.
If my skin wasn't so pale, you'd see me blushing.
I'm glad to be sharing a space with magic again.
I can't imagine how Dr. Strange feels right now. I would like to offer my sympathies, but...
You do not wish to disturb him.
I'm sure he'd like to be with his own thoughts.
I think Dr. Strange would appreciate the support right now, even if it is just kind words.
Thank you for your insight, Hunter. Everyone is different when it comes to grieving.
The Sanctum was his home, but he has a place here in the Abbey.
I hope that sentiment comforts him. Either way, I recognize how important it is to have a safe haven to return to.
Did the X-Men have a similar home?
We do. We've had several close calls, but there's still a place for us to return to. I don't want Stephen to think I'm pitying him.
Dr. Strange will not assume you are offering him pity. He will know you are being genuine.
I worry. I suppose it just depends on how I word it.
Coming from someone who is still learning their social cues, that is very true.
Maybe we can workshop something together. I appreciate your help, Hunter.
I heard Strange's spooky funhouse went poof. But look on the bright side. Things can't get any worse.
You never know. Things change.
They don't know how this all ends, huh? Well, if any other houses are gonna explode, we should take out an insurance policy.
I do not think losing your home to Lilith is covered.
He could always build himself another horrifying magic playhouse. I'd kill to live somewhere with an actual bed. The Abbey's the only home you ever had, right?
Correct. I spent my entire life here. And what came after.
So you'd be like Dr. Magic Man if this place went down in flames.
I cannot say. It is hard to imagine myself without the Abbey.
Kinda like how it's hard to imagine me without Hydra Bob. I get it.
Home can sometimes be a person.
Ugh. You read that off a doormat? I won't say a peep to Dr. Strange about his house. Don't worry.
Of all the things to use magic for.
This is not going the way I wanted it to.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
Okay, so how's the whole saving the world thing going? Say the magic word. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm Genius inventor strikes again. And to the right. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Later.
This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Time to take it to the next level.
New and improved. A timely enhancement. Let us see it in action. Our enemies are many, but we grow stronger.
Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. All right then.
The Sanctum's gone. Hell has literally come to Earth. This is a worst-case scenario.
In my experience, things always get bleak before they get better.
Things don't get more bleak than this.
We can't wait for Strange.
Hunter, hello.
Then this will be my last stand. If I have to die to save this world, then I'll die fighting.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I know it's not much of a consolation prize, but knowing you're still on our side makes me feel a lot better.
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk. Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance,
and keeper of the parchment of power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
Damn it, we needed that sanctum.
The Abbey feels so lonely without Agatha.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
See you around.
Show no mercy.
Oh, is that all?
Bring it on!
Still not gonna be enough. You really got a one-track mind.
Sure, why not?
That was something.
Here we go. Try to keep up.
No one can stop us.
This shouldn't take long.
Take this.
must help them. We have not lost focus yet. A pathetic attempt at intimidation. Let's do it. I am impressed.
I'm back in the saddle.
No mercy to the servants of Lilith. You were too weak for this fight. Had your chance to escape. Your mother abandoned you.
This should be good.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. Go ahead. We can start whenever. Hunter. You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
Agreed. As though there was a song behind the words.
Nice. Unless it was disco. You're lucky you missed out on that decade. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Cree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom represents the range of a fortress. The harvest happens when enemies enter that range.
That's one vital part. You're right, the bloom can represent overlapping fields of fire, but it's more than one concept. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Kree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's Book Club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
Sure, but I want to hear more about that spicy book.
I guarantee you don't. Ancient Kree takes on population husbandry are, let's call it, mechanically quaint.
Right, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy?
-5. Ration paste bland, apartment wall vanilla, hotel art banal, even the diagrams are boring.
How so?
It's all geometric shapes. Until I realized they were representational, I was extremely confused about Kree biology. Let's just say that I can never look at an octagon the way I used to.
Hey. Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I should read the first 31 volumes for context.
You should not, nor should you read the one after this.
How many more are there?
At least 400. According to Carol, this was one of the good ones.
You cannot let her know what you really think.
Really? I don't care to lie, especially to someone I'm into.
You do not need to lie, but you can deflect. Just do not offer your unvarnished opinion.
I don't know. She seems to respect people who are upfront with her.
Why take that risk?
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Hunter.
Of course.
You calling it?
I should leave.
Peace. Great choice, Carol. Good meeting.
I'm glad you liked the book.
Yeah, it was different.
Hey, I know we have another book to read, but do you have any free time beyond that?
I could find some time.
Good, because I want to hear your thoughts on Volume 50.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my hunter. Good luck, dear.
Whoa.
If he ever decides to rebuild, there's a great lot in East LA. Trust me, nobody will go near it.
On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Poor Doctor Strange. I only know a shade of the loss he must feel.
I wish we had more time for pleasantries, but the prophecy draws nearer each day.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
Bye.
This is emphatically terrible for our chances against your mother.
You seem lost. Can I help you?
I am just taking a breather between crises.
I guess crisis is all either of us have ever known. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I didn't have this burden to carry.
What do you mean?
Like where I would be, what I would be doing, where I'd spend my retirement.
Retirement?
Yes, Hunter. Even I dream about life beyond this abbey. Don't you?
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Nice day for a sunstroke. Lol, I forgot about that voice. Hand purple blue
I spent
piece.
so much time hunting things. I wonder what it would be like to just live among them.
Interesting. I suspect you would learn a lot.
Thanks, Hunter.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details. I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. This one may try to resist my invitation. Thank you, Hunter. This will do nicely. I'm always in a few.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Initiating struggle mission. Genius Inventor strikes again.
Farewell.
No pain, no gain. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
they say about practice, right? Whoa, save some of that for the bad guys.
See you around.
Just because there is talk of a slime monster lurking beneath Manhattan does not mean...
Oh, it does. Look, I know Eddie and Venom. They're not what you'd call unsore losers. And we did, you know, kind of bury them under an old bell tower.
Has anyone seen the creature since?
Long gone by the time S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up. They go to ground when you wound their pride. In this case, underground.
Venom on the loose, licking his wounds.
Now that's a friendly neighborhood problem. So, how about we go solve it?
Do you have a question?
You gotta work on your social cues.
Are you worried that Venom will hold a grudge?
I wouldn't say worried. I've come to expect it.
Do you still think this is a good idea?
Yeah. Venom tries to be a savior, but sometimes he needs to be saved from himself. Besides, what's the worst that could happen?
He could eat one of us.
See? Could be worse. Got all the slime in the world. So, where's our slime monster?
Vampire. Vampires.
Maybe it's the Downtown Express?
Sounds like a lair.
Sounds like...
Still so hungry.
And there is your slime monster.
Time for seconds.
Breakfast for dinner, I guess, with a side of vamp over easy.
Not so easy for the vamp.
Oh, gross, Eddie! It's hard to know who to root for in these parasite versus parasite situations.
Parasite?
A demonically possessed symbiote?
With a vampire's bloodlust.
Not good.
Come on, Eddie, don't do this!
They are definitely doing this.
I should have known that thing would crawl back to the sewers once Lilith had no use for it.
Wrong! We have no use for Lilith! We don't need her!
Tell yourself whatever you have to.
Not to interrupt, but have you really been eating those vampires, Eddie?
The rarest meat of all!
So if you are what you eat, what does that make you?
Thirsty.
wouldn't want to fight us.
You have earned this. You were too weak for this fight. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Your mother abandoned you.
Oh, this should be good. Spidey senses are tingling. This is low even for you, Eddie. That's a dummy undead. You're better than this.
Far better! Better than Lilith! Better than you!
Yeah, I meant more on a personal or even spiritual level, you know?
We know your blood will make us stronger than she ever could!
He has not lost his way with words.
Looks like it's up to me.
Just take them down together.
It is good to have a partner.
The light will carry you onward.
It's good to have friends. I never thought I'd miss being chased across the city, but this is really rough.
eating roses.
I'm in action! Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
I am caught up here.
Here we go!
Now that was impressive. Your fate is sealed. Feel my call. Demon energy from every pore!
Don't lose it, pal. Either of you.
He is lost. One mercy remains.
Ah, yes. The elimination of one tormented soul for the good of many. Oh, but humans do love a moral dilemma. The umami of an otherwise flavorless existence.
Mephisto.
Gesundheit! Nice mullet.
Go to hell.
There's nowhere I would rather be, but I've come on business. So let's make a deal.
Is this one of those fiddle at the crossroads scenarios, or...?
No deal.
My terms are as follows. I spare Venom. I cure the symbiote of Lilith's demonic touch. I end the blood fever he's given himself, gorging on curdled vampire bile. I retch a little thinking of it.
I said, no deal.
All this, and I ask but one inconsequential thing in return. Stop the vampire uprising. The undead are bad for business.
So you cure Eddie, and we keep doing what we've been doing?
Yes. Wipe them out. Remove every trace of their foul scourge from the earth. Then, I will cure this pathetic creature. Forever.
For the last time, no.
Hold up. Give me the fine print.
Nothing much. The usual. If you should fail, you'll discover something far more threatening than the undead, namely yours truly, etc., immortal soul, yada yada.
This is a bad idea.
This or he dies? We don't have much of a choice. I'm in.
Good. Just sign there and there. You may feel a little sting.
get him, Ed.
We should follow.
You do have a vampire war to wage. Oh, and Peter, I'll see you around.
How did he know my... Huh. Of all the surprises we've had so far, that was one of the weirdest. So, that's a truce then, right, Eddie?
We feel like ourselves again. Weaker, but ourselves. We will spare you. For now.
Hey, that's progress.
He didn't threaten to eat you. That is progress.
Have your back.
Ready!
Okay, that was pretty cool.
It's time.
Good one!
It is ours.
This one's for you!
You have our thanks.
Oh, I think that's the last of them. And not a moment too soon.
I feel more like myself every... Is that...
Eddie?
Well, this is awkward.
You are the man in the monster?
Something like that.
So, you okay, Eddie?
Blood! It's kidding, little joke. No, I come in peace.
For once.
Really? New kids gotta get in on this too? Hey, by the way, you're killing it out there. Respect.
Thank you. Not my first vampire war.
Eddie, are you yourself again?
Well, you mean, are we ourselves? Yeah, Lilith. She made us a monster. We did awful things. You know that's not who we are, right?
Of course.
So I'm sitting here, well, in there, and thinking... I saw what you did for me. So, how about we put aside all our, you know, personal stuff?
Okay...
No, not forever. Just until this whole messed up vampire situation is figured out. Till all the innocent people are safe. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
Works for me.
Shake on it. Oh. Wait a sec. Put her there, partner.
I'm there, partner.
Welcome to the Midnight Suns? You're the best girl. You know that, right?
I hope inviting the symbiote into our home doesn't corrupt us. You know, morally. Been there, done that. We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor, tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations? Or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect, you got it. Thanks for getting me those components. We're good to go. Time to... Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
Give me a minute.
You know what? Don't worry about it. I can handle this myself.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
Robbie never mentioned anything about a steel plant.
He said 10 years ago? I don't remember buying a steel plant in LA.
Was he wrong?
Probably not. Salazar Steel. That name is familiar. I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight.
I don't think Eddie will fit in the Hellright's backseat. Or the front, for that matter. Ooh, when he's Venom, does he switch down? I got lots of trunk space.
Wow. You guys really put the home in home base. This is an impressive setup.
I hope the accommodations are better than what my mother provided.
Your mother gave me a lot of stuff. Most of it was grief. Thanks again for what you did for me. As if my past wasn't complicated enough, your mother added a fresh pile of regrets.
You are part of a much larger battle. I'm glad to have you on our side.
And I'm glad I'm on the side that lets me control my own body.
Can I trust you to work with Peter?
Look, Parker and I have a complicated history, but it's water under the bridge. Well, I guess we're still building that bridge. But we have bigger fish to fry. From the bridge. But enough about us. Can you trust me after everything that happened? I mean, I kept trying to eat you.
You were a different person. I cannot blame you for my mother's control.
Oh, that's a relief. Thought it might be weird between us. Want to hug it out? Sorry, I just made it awkward, didn't I?
No more than Peter Parker does.
So, now that we've cleared the air, I'm a little worried about the deal we made with the devil. That's the first time I've meant it literally.
I agree with you, but Peter made his decision. Our plan was to stop the new breed vampires. Now we can do so with your help.
Maybe. I can't shake the feeling that he traded the devil we know for the devil we... well, for another devil we know. Why are there so many devils?
The world ends. We shall never know.
I'm glad you sound confident. The symbiote and I are on the fence. No offense, but here...
Person turquoise waving.
I'm gonna do that. Unless you need something else?
Sounds good. Have a good workout.
I'm around if you need me.
This'll be fine.
Anything else on your mind?
What does S.H.I.E.L.D. know about Mephisto?
What does an international espionage agency know about the actual devil?
Yes?
Not very much.
That is alarming.
Look, if Satan had a nuke, I could hand you a dossier thicker than your head. But he doesn't, so... Frankly, I should be asking you. What can you tell me about Mephisto?
Well, he is the actual devil.
Which is more than what S.H.I.E.L.D. will ever admit to knowing about Mephisto.
Mephisto detests new breed vampires. Do we know why?
I have no good answer for that. Nothing based on facts. My gut tells me new breed vampires keep him from getting something he wants. As for what that is, you'll have to ask the devil.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I am glad to have Venom on the team. Eddie, I could do without.
Peter, are you all right?
Why? Because one of my ex-nemeses now lives in the same building? Do I not look okay? I'm thinking calming thoughts.
What thoughts keep you calm?
Eating stacks of my aunt's wheat cakes. Watching baseball with my Uncle Ben. Oh, and picturing myself doing yoga. That's super calming.
Imagining yoga relaxes you?
Doing actual yoga is exhausting, but thinking about it is like a workout for the mind. See? I'm already looser than that analogy.
So you completely forgot that you and Venom are now living in the same building.
And now I'm anxious.
If it is an issue, we can find him alternative lodging. Perhaps in Limbo?
No. I think this could be a good bonding experience for Eddie and me. Sure, I didn't exactly bond with the symbiote, but you know what I mean.
I will take your word for it.
Anyway, that's not the only reason I'm on edge. Back in the sewer, Mephisto called me by my name. Is that something I need to worry about?
Mephisto tries to get under everyone's skin. Just ignore him.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I'll tinker with my web shooters for a bit. Gotta take my mind off all this.
Do you think Eddie would let me take a selfie with my head in Venom's mouth? Ah, never mind. I'm sure it'll happen naturally.
I hope you know what you're doing bringing Venom here.
So, what can we do for you, Hunter?
Actually, I have to run.
I'm around if you need me.
And I thought Spider-Man was strong.
Yeah, the symbiote appreciates it. So do I.
I know it's not much of a consolation prize, but knowing you're still on our side makes me feel a lot better.
I have something for you.
A bag of fruit mash'ems?
Components for shop class.
Be honest, have I traveled back in time?
No, you sent me a message.
Right. I set those up before the last meeting, and you got one.
So, what should I do with these components?
I can take them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you hand them over, I can get Tony and Robbie talking again.
And if not?
I'll give them all back. Deal?
Agreed.
Damn. What are we gonna do without the Sanctum?
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Oh, you are gonna love this.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. Let's see what inside. A simple object, though certainly not useless. I'm always in a few places at once, so no time is ever wasted.
What have you got for me, boss? No peeking now. How does this look? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Yes. I thought you would choose that one.
Practice makes perfect. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
That will keep these teeth sharp.
Do your thing.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
Hunter, hello.
Hello, Hunter.
Is there something I can help you with? You were looking at me funny.
Was I? Huh. You read me so well. I was just thinking about how much you remind me of Lilith when she was young.
You have never really spoken of her before.
I guess I don't like to dredge up old memories, especially the painful ones.
What was my mother like when she was younger?
Better than me, that was for sure. She was the brave one, kind and courageous. Everyone loved her, me most of all. So you can imagine how hard it was for me when she sold her soul.
I'm so sorry you went through that. Losing a sister could not have been easy.
It wasn't. But I imagine it must be harder for you. I lost a sister, but you lost your mother.
I was just a baby when it happened.
Still, I know it affects you. She had everything going for her. Everything. Beauty, brains, talent, compassion. She could have done anything, and she just threw it all away for power. What a waste. We should have been a family.
I suppose we have each other.
Yes. Yes, we do. And for now, that is enough.
Lots of pings coming in from off-world, but this fight's not finished.
Thanks, Hunter.
Time for a break in the Triple S. Thanks for the watchies. Have a schmkin Shatterday. DocMedPot love.